Mail call from Kreg. Kreg is a company that I am very familiar with from pocket holes. If you watch my other videos, you know that I'm a pocket hole shop. I started with their small handheld unit and went to their Foreman, and I'm able to cut lots of pocket screws very quickly. It's my favorite way to do assembly whenever possible. Kreg has sort of expanded over the years, and I've gotten a few other of their products. I got a really nice set of deck installation cutters. They help me to put screws in on the side edge of the decking and space perfectly. That's been a really nice kit. Well, I was looking around on their site, and they had this Drawer Slide Jig, and I watched a video on their website, and I was pretty impressed. This is for installing drawer slides on, any cabinet drawers. I've done this tons of times over the years, and I've made all kinds of jigs. And I saw this and really was kind of ingenious. A few months ago, I had a call to go back and install some pull-out pantry drawers on a house, a custom home that I built about 10 years ago. The new owner found my name because I was the builder of the house and said, hey, we've got a couple of these big pantries in our kitchen, and we want to put in more pull-out drawers. We want to take the ones that are in there, put the spacing closer together, and add some more. So I contacted the cabinet company and I ordered the exact pull-out drawers that they had supplied previously, as well as all of the hardware. Everything came in. I went over to the job and I pulled out all of the existing ones, remounted the hardware, took the new ones and mounted the hardware. And each one that I did, I measured and leveled, and it took me a little while. I mean, I got it done. It was no big deal. And I had made plywood jigs in the past that helped me with that. But I saw these online again for under 30 bucks, and I thought, this is a no-brainer for me. Just on that one job, I would have loved to have had these. They take all of the guesswork, all of the measuring, and all of the imprecision out. This just makes it simple. I'm not going to demonstrate all the functionality of these here and now. I'll be using these in future videos in my shop. But what I will say about them is they've thought everything out. There's marks, and there are flanges, and there are pull-out slides to allow these to be used for cabinet frames, that's the frameless like I build, face frame cabinets, side-mounted drawer slides, under-mounted drawer slides. But basically, if you've got a cabinet side, so like if this were a cabinet side, then all I'd have to do is lay out where the bottom of the drawer slides go, and with this flange, just go right against the cabinet and then clamp it on, again, right where the drawer slide goes. So I don't have to do a lot of measuring. I just have one layout mark right on the inside front of each one and on both sides. And these are labeled A for the right side, B for the left side. And just clamp them in place with these Kreg clamps, and they're not included. You'll have to get those separately. But you just clamp them on, so you could see if I were working inside of a cabinet, or like that job I mentioned where I was putting those in. This would have been so handy. That happened to be a face frame pantry, but I'd clipped them on and then just lay the drawer sides completely assembled right on top, and they're flushed right up to where they go, and then just put my screws in, and then the other side the same way. So after the drawer slides are mounted, and they'll be perfectly level because this has a flange on the front that you butt up tight, so you don't have to even have a level to put these on. But once you have the drawer slides mounted, then you just simply take this off right on your same mark that you had for putting the slide on, clamp it, do the same thing on the other side, and then the drawer box sits right on top of these, exactly lined up where they need to go. You pull the slide out that mounts on the side of the drawer, just pull it out beside the drawer, and then you put your screws in, and then just pop these off, and then your drawer will be perfectly aligned. And in the manual, they go through very clear instructions on how to set them up for frameless, face frame, side mount slides, under mount slides. With all of the markings and the pull-out slides and the flanges, these will do all of those. I didn't think that I could come up with anything better built in my shop, and I thought for $30 these were a bargain. The concealed hinge jig, and this allows you to bore the large holes for the cup hinges. I have a $2,000 machine, the Blum Mini Press, to do that. It also does the line boring. In addition to these two jigs that I ordered, they also have a cabinet hardware jig. That's to put the handles or knobs on. And they have a shelf pin jig as well. With all four of those, you could put all of the hardware on a cabinet. So if you have your system for building your boxes and building your drawers, and then you buy all the hardware, putting them together couldn't be simpler. Obviously, in a production shop that's running CNC and gang boring and all of that, this stuff would be way too slow for that. But for building custom cabinets or building yourself a set of cabinets, or like my situation where I go back in and do some retrofitting, I'll put a link to these tools in the description of the video down below. Go there, and they've got some great videos to show how each one of these tools are used. It was impressive enough to me that I went ahead and ordered these two, and I'm probably going to order the others as well. I have a cabinet hardware jig that it's all aluminum, very precision, nice tool that I bought some decade or so ago that was over $100, and looking at their cabinet jig for $20 or $30, and it actually has more flexibility than the one I have. So I think I'm going to pick that up. And then the shelf pin jig as well. Again, I have a production line boring machine, but there's a lot of times when I'm going to retrofit that something like this would come in really handy. And if I didn't have that stuff and I were going to build myself a set of kitchen cabinets, even though these wouldn't be as fast, they could do the job just as accurately. And so I think having a set of these, even for somebody like me that has some of the production equipment, this stuff still has a place. If you like mail call, give me a thumbs up. No, really, you can do that right now. While you're watching the video, you can click on the, right down there, yeah, right there. You can click on the thumbs up, like right now, like while this video is going on. Also, share the channel with others. Let's grow this community. If you want a set of my workbench plans, click on the link right here in the video. Thanks for taking the time to watch. Have a great day. Yeah, that thumb right there. Yeah, that's it. Go ahead. Click on it. All right. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.